Friends, now the first chapter we will be showing you what are the types of profiles used in uPVC windows and doors. Starting from here, now this profile, it is a 2-track sliding frame profile. If you can see it nicely, this will be used as the frame for the sliding window. Okay, the same frame stands for making a sliding window and a sliding door. Suppose you are making a 2-track sliding door or a 2-track sliding window, the frame remains the same. Similarly, if you are making a 2-track 4-slider window or a 2-track 4-slider door, then again the frame remains the same. So this is the 2-track frame. Now this is the door sash for the sliding window. Now this door sash remains the same for 2-track, 2-track 4-slider, 3-track or 3-track 6-slider. This sash remains the same. This is used in making sliding doors. This is the sash, or you can also call this to be the shutter. How this works? This is a 2-track frame, so this will be gliding like this on top of it. Okay, and both sides it will be gliding like this. And in a 3-track, this is a 3-track frame. Now this 3-track sliding frame is used for both windows and doors. The frame again remains the same, and this 3-track slider frame can be used for making 3-track windows, 3-track 6-slider windows, 3-track 3-slider doors, 3-track 3-slider 6-slider doors as well. So this frame again remains the same, and this door sash in cases of doors glides like this on each track. Okay, so 3 glass, 3-slider doors or windows, this is the combination. For doors this is the combination. For windows, this one. This is the window sash. You can see that this is considerably shorter in height. Why? Because windows, the height is very short, and doors, the height is above 5 feet. That considered as doors. Up to 5 feet you can use a window sash in cases of making sliders for windows, and when it is above 5 feet, then you need to use a door sash. That is the thumb rule. Now this is the slider for the sliding windows, whether be 2-track 2-slider, 2-track 4-slider, 3-track in this case 3-slider, and 3-track 6-slider. Now this is the 5 mm glass bead. This 5 mm glass bead is used in the shutter to fix the glass. This can accommodate up to 5 mm of glass. There will be EPDM gaskets on both sides, and the glass will be in between. And this is for the 5 mm glass bead. Some glass beads can also take up to 4 to 6 mm of glass. Now we are showing this of 60 series and 112 series sliding series. The series of different companies are very different. So you only have to consider about the look of the profiles in here. In this tutorial, you just take into mind how a sliding window sash looks, or how a sliding window bead of 5 mm thickness looks, because the design may be different of different companies and they vary. So you'll get a hold of it once you start working with this. Don't get confused now. Now this is the bead for the 5 mm glass, that is the single glass we also call it, and this is the bead for the 20 mm glass. Okay, so you see that the gap increases and the bead becomes thinner. In this case the glass is thinner, so the bead is thick. In this case the glass is thick, so the bead is thinner. Now beads are of varied thicknesses. We are just showing you 2 kinds of bead. Now the glass thickness can be from 3.5 mm and it can go up to 20 mm in 60 series. This is the 60 series profile series for the sliding 2-track. and maybe there are a series which can even accommodate up to 32 to 35 glasses. You can go with double glass, which is the DGU glass. You can go with triple glass, which is the TGU glass, triple glazed unit. So those are used for various other reasons, and those things are shown in detail in the booklet about the glasses chapter. Now this is the interlock. What is the interlock? When two windows are sliding against each other, they need to lock in between, okay, so that one window doesn't overlap the other. So this is the cap cover for that. It is called the interlock. You can see the dimension over here. You can see the grooves. It looks like this, okay. And how this is fixed? This is fixed over here, okay. You just hammer it with a mallet, and this groove gets inside, and it becomes a profile like this, okay. I'm not being able to push it inside with my bare hands, but we'll be definitely showing it how to fix this in the later episode. And in case of a door slider, it will be the same. In some profiles, the door interlock and the window interlock both are different. In some profiles, both are same. So you need to consider that and talk with the profile company from whom you are taking the profiles, that whether they have such kind of a difference or not, okay. Now this is the 2.5 track, 2-track, 1 slider mosquito net. Okay, now what is how is it is different from this 2-track? You can see that there is an additional thin track over here which accommodates extra mosquito net as a slider. The 2-track will be glass, which you can put a window sash or a door sash, and this is a mosquito net slider. Okay, you can see the dimension. Now this is a mosquito net slider. It looks like this, and it glides over here. Now this mosquito net is generally put inside the room, so it will be like this. This portion will be on the exterior part of the room, and this portion will be on the interior part of the room, and this will be gliding like this. This is the general thumb rule, but there is no hard and fast rule. Even you can reverse the thing and fix it. It depends on your client. You can just speak with your client before you take the order and start installing the windows. Now over here, the EPDM gasket is pushed for the net. We'll be showing you that part, and you can use a SS net, you can use a nylon net. Again, it depends on your client, whatever they ask you for. And there'll be rollers over here so that it can glide over the track like this, okay. Now there are varied kinds of uPVC profiles. There is no limit to it. We are showing you just the basic types, so that making basic windows shouldn't be a problem for you. Now going for more and more complex windows, there are latest windows that are coming up every day. New designs are coming up. So for that, once you get hold of the basic ones, you can easily make them. You just need to have a look at the profile catalog that they have, the companies from whom you're taking the profiles. Okay, now this profile, have a look at this profile first, then I'll be showing you what is the use of it. Now when you're making a 2-track 4-slider window or a 3-track 6-slider window or door, at that time, suppose this slides and on the other side the other sash slides. So how are you going to fix them? So what happens is, you need to fix this profile in between. Why? Otherwise they won't be able to lock in between. We'll be showing you this in detail later, but I'm just touching the topic. So both gets locked using this profile. Okay, this is also called cap cover profile. They have different names, different profile companies call it in their own name, so you need to consider the profile catalog and what they call this to order this to them or to us. And this profile, you can see they have a track kind of a feature in between. So it mimics the track, and when the sash gets inside this, it gets a mimicry of the track and it gets locked. You can put the keepers over here and the lock from here gets locked like this. Okay, so this is also called the cap cover profile, used for 2-track 4-slider and 3-track 6-slider windows and doors. Now we can go to the casement part. The sliding part is more or less over. Now the casement part is very limited. This is the casement frame. You can also call this openable windows or casement windows. Many people call it openable windows, many people call it casement windows. Now this is a casement frame, and this is a casement sash or shutter. You can have a look. And this is a casement mullion. Okay, and this is a casement 5 mm beat, which is for single glass. And this is a casement door sash or door shutter. You can see both of them are more or less the same, but this is again thicker. Obviously a door, it has to be more thicker because it has to take more load. And this is a window. Again the same rule comes over here. 4.5 to 5 feet in height is your window shutter. It becomes a window in case of a casement window, as well as for a sliding window. You can use the window sash or the window shutter in that case. And above 5 feet you have to use a door sash in case of a casement or openable window, or in case of a sliding window or door. Now how this works? This works like this, that this is the casement frame. You make a frame out of it, and after that the shutter comes like this. Okay, so the shutter closes like this, and you get is a window, and above that in the shutter here is the beat. So there's space for the 5 mm glass. So it works like this. Okay, we'll get into the elaborate details later. And you can see this mullion and this shutter looks more or less the same, except this groove. Can you see that? Let me tilt this. Can you see that? Only this groove is the difference. Why? Because you need to fix your friction stay over here. We'll be showing you that. And this mullion, it is used as a barricade in between double shutters for casement or openable windows. Now when the window closes like this, it comes like this and it closes like this. Okay, so this is what the look is of the double shutter for the casement windows. And in case of doors, the same thing happens, only the shutter changes. Now you must be wondering, why these two profiles? What are these going to do? Now I need to tell you that these profiles look a bit dirty. The reason is we have cut this from scrap. So don't consider this that new profiles are going to look like this dirty. Anyways, now these are called bay profiles. Okay. What is bay profile? Now when you're making a bay window looks like, suppose a window, if you need to fix a window on this table, how is it going to be? You're inside the room, consider me to be inside the room, okay, and there has to be a window. Now suppose there has to be a sliding 2-track window in the front and 2 fixed windows in the sides. That is how the customer wants. Now how are you going to do that? You make one fixed window over here, one fixed window over here, and one sliding window over here. Now how are you going to fix the corners? Now this is the frame for the fixed window, okay, and where is the 2-track? Yes, this is the frame for the sliding window. Now when they meet over here, if you can focus over here, when they meet over here, from the inside it looks like this, fine, that's very good. But from the outside it will be looking like this. So that's horrible. When the customer goes out of his house and looks it from the road, they'll be having a view of this, which is not good, and they may shout on you. So for that, we'll be using this 90-degree bay adapter profile or bay profile. Okay, this is a 90-degree profile. What we do is we fix it over here like this, and we fix it over here like this. Now the outside of the house looks from the side like this and from the middle like this, and looks considerably good now. Okay, and from the inside it looks like this. Now in case it's not a 90-degree situation in the window, just like this table, it might be a 135-degree situation. In that case, use this 135-degree adapter, and 135-degree adapter will give it a 135-degree look. From the inside you'll get the angle, and from the outside you'll be getting the finish, if you can see that. Now there are various kinds of adapter profiles available. I'm just showing you two types just to give you the idea. Now these are the basic types of profile.